Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another Skin Jobs tutorial. I know it's been a while. I've just been ridiculously busy. Coronavirus has just been like all over the place, even in my household. So uh, bouncing back from that has taken a little while, but I'm working on the Master Skull Stencil set. It's a two-piece skull set. They're roughly about 3 inches by 4.5, a little smaller depending on how I'm going to finalize these cuts, but these are very thin, so you can maneuver them around RC bodies. They're washable and they're laser cut. These aren't cut by hand or by a Cricut. These are cut on a $6,000 hobby laser. So know that the cuts are really nice. So these stencils will look really good when you're getting ready to use them. I'm using a test sheet of plastic. I'm using Inspire Candy Green. I did a light dusting of that, and now I did a light tracing in black to outline these skulls. What I'm going to do is just a little detail. I'm not trying to make this perfect, and by no means will it look perfect. It's different when I'm doing, just a demo, and I really should do them a little better so that you guys can get a better feeling for what these things look like. But basically, I'm just giving you an idea so you can have an idea as to what these things might look like. I mean, when I'm doing this on somebody's actual RC body, I'm using other templates to make sure that I'm shading in the areas that I want to shade in, and I'm not getting overspray in certain areas. I'm doing other lines around teeth and filling in eye sockets a little bit more when I really want to get all of the detail. And I don't spray them as dark. I spray these outlines dark so you guys could see them. So literally just to give you an idea, I'm going to spray a couple more coats of green on top of this, and then I'm going to use a textured stencil. If you don't have a textured stencil when you're doing skulls this big, they're going to look not as realistic. The more work you put into a skull, the more realistic it's going to look, the more highlights and shadows. I was always taught that for every highlight, you need a highlight on top of a highlight. And for every shadow, you need a shadow for that shadow. So it's like double the work. But the more you do, the more realistic your work will look. You can literally have these skulls pop off of your work, So I mean, if that's your goal, if you just want something simple, then I'm showing you right now a very quick and easy, simple step that will give you some realism, some 3D, adding a little bit of depth and perception in the work that you're doing, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm using the heat gun, so you got to be careful with that too. Too hot, it's going to cause damage to your body or to the paint. There it is, Inspire Candy Green. Retail, that stuff can run anywhere from $9 to, I've seen it as high as $15 for a 4-ounce body, but it sprays like silk. It cleans easily in your brush, and it sprays like silk. It's very even. I like the Inspire color candies way more than the Auto Air Candy 2.0s. You really have to do your homework when you're spraying with those 2.0s because they're so blotchy. No matter how you reduce them, you end up just spraying, and before you know it, it's too dark, it's too light. But with these candies from Inspire or even Spastics, you can see how even the coats are, how even the colors are. And if you take your time, you get a really good end product. So you just have to take your time. So again, I use the textured stencil to get the skull just a little bit of texture, a little bit of movement. And right now I'm loaded up with the chrome, the real chrome, the mirror chrome from Spastics. And again, that stuff, 2 ounces, again, $9, $10. I've seen it as high as $15, $16 a bottle just for 2 ounces. And lately I've been spraying everything in these candies and backing them in chrome, and it's been working out really well for me. Coronavirus has just tripled my business, and it's just insane trying to keep up with all of the orders. And technically I think I can, but the distributors, what's going on, if you're in the hobby industry, you know what's going on with Proline and Horizon and Tower Hobbies. Horizon has just turned into this monopoly of like a succubus of the hobby industry. They've purchased this company, they purchased that company, they put this company out of business. I go to Tower to place an order and the bill comes back from Horizon. So it's like, wow. But I digress. So now what I'm doing is I'm using one of my flame stencil sets. I think it's the ultimate set. I usually use a combination of the two, the ultimate and the Pro Series flame set. And I'm just laying some licks in chrome. And what this does is it's going to give me the flames that I want, but on that candy, I'm going to get a candy chrome that's really, really just going to pop like crazy. When the sun hits this, you could see this thing coming from a mile away if it's on your RC body. So if you can get your hands on these types of combinations and paint your bodies with a good candy and a chrome backer, wow, the end result is insane. So again, this was just a rush job just so you could get an idea what you can do. But you can see the different shades and the shadows in the skull work, in the mouth area where there's darker around the teeth, and in the eye sockets. You can see that some of the texture that I added. Again, if I really wanted to go into a whole lot of detail, I could have had eyes in the socket. I could have had light coming out of the nose, out of the mouth. These stencils are, like I said, very easy for you to do a lot of creation with. So they are available on our eBay store. I would much rather you buy them from my website, which is skinjobsrc.net, so I don't have to give eBay 10% of everything that I sell. So if you have any questions, just hit me up. There are a bunch of links in the comments for all of the stencils that I used in this video. Thanks again for watching, guys.